first of all, I just wanted to know a little bit what the feel of the album is, because I heard a little bit of it, but I didn't hear the whole thing. So like,
Right.
you know, the last album you were kind of angry, or there were some tracks where it sounded like you had something to prove.
Right. It's
What
even
is?
worse now. I mean, cause you gotta figure, like, you know, to come from where I came from, you know, Brooklyn and things like that. Then you sell 5 million records, people start to view you differently. You know what I mean? It's like you sold 5 million records, you're not the same person anymore. You know, like whereas a person will respect you on a level like, no, I don't. I'm not gonna do nothing to Jay because, you know, he gonna take it all the way there. You know what I'm saying? You sell 5 million records, they might, you know, they think you're complacent, you're happy, you're much more laid back. But I'm still the same person.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, because as far as, you know, I think hip hop sometimes is associated with a certain kind of hunger.
Yeah.
You know, like you
yeah.
got to be hungry, you got to be right out the projects to like
Yeah.
really.
You have
know.
to have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to hear. They want to hear the struggle, the story. They want to hear something that they can relate to, because, especially back then, the audience for hip hop was young black dudes. You know what I'm saying? That was it. That was the audience for hip hop, and they want to hear something that they could relate to. They could go home and they're in the mirror and they singing it, and it's close to their story.
Mm-hmm.
So that was hip hop. That's what hip hop was built on. You know, that right there. You gotta have a story, and even within, I still, you know, have a struggle right now. That's my struggle. You know what I'm saying? Maintaining my identity and the person and the respect, you know, that I've always had. It has to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Jay-Z.
So if for all the people who might be saying like, oh, well, how come it's still his struggle if he's got a Bentley and he's doing duets with Mariah? Like,
Right.
you know, like, what do you say to kind of counter that kind of criticism of people who might be skeptical of your message?
I mean, it's like these things are just, somebody told me the other day, no matter where you are, there you are. You know what I mean? So if I'm in the projects, I'm playing ball better than everybody and da. Or you in the project, or someone else is in the project and they're not flourishing like that. You can't put 3 gold chains on them and send them somewhere else and they're a different person. Because no matter where you are, there you are. You still that person. Like, you put these things on me, you put me in a car, you put a couple of chains on me, and you put me in the room with Mariah. I'm still the same person. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in there conforming or being different. I'm there. I'm still Jay-Z. And if you put a person who wasn't, I hope y'all can understand me and I'm not just babbling. If you put a person who wasn't that dude and you put him there and you just dress him up, it's gonna show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's solid. There's no cracks. I'm not falling apart. You know what I mean? For real.